For the car you are sitting in, right? You probably see a speedometer, airbags, brakes, power steering, parking sensors, and why? Maybe even a touchscreen infotainment system. But here's something most people don't know. Modern vehicles can contain more than 50 electronic control units or mini computers all working together. So, how all these computers communicate with each other? Do they each have separate wires connecting them? If that were true, modern cars would contain kilometers of wires. Instead, they use something called CAN bus. And in the next 5 minutes, I'll show you why it's one of the most important technologies inside every modern vehicle. The problem before CAN bus. Let's go back a few decades. As vehicles became smarter, engines started adding more electronic systems. The engine needed a controller, even the brakes needed a controller, and finally, even the airbags needs a controller. And why not? The dashboard needed information from all of them. The problem was very simple. Every device needed its own dedicated communication wiring. As more features were added, more wires were added. Vehicles became heavier, more expensive, harder to maintain, and increasingly complex. Engineers needed a smart solution, and that's where Canvas came in. CAN stands for Control Area Network. Instead of connecting every electronic unit with separate wires, CAN bus creates a shared communication network. So, think of it like a group chat. Rather than everyone calling each other individually, everyone joins the same conversation. Inside a vehicle, multiple electronic control units connect to the same network using just two communication wires. This dramatically reduces wiring while allowing devices to share information quickly and efficiently. Now, let's move on to the architecture of the canvas. Let's see how this works inside a vehicle. You might have an engineering control unit, which is ECU, an ABS control, a dashboard controller, a battery management system, and finally a transmission controller. Instead of being connected directly to each other, all of them connect to the same CAN network. Whether one device has important information, it places that information onto the network. Other devices can listen and use the data if they need it. Simple, scalable, as well as incredibly efficient. Now let's see how communication happens. So as you can see in the diagram, let's look at an example. Imagine your car is moving at 80 kilometers per hour. The engine control unit knows this information. It broadcasts a message onto the CAN network saying vehicle speed equals 60 kilometers per hour. The dashboard receives that message and updates the speedometer. At the same time, other systems can also use the same information. As we go further down, we can see that the ABS systems might need it. The transmission controller even might need it. One message can be used by multiple devices simultaneously. That's the beauty of the canvas. Why canvas is so powerful? Now let's compare life with and without canvas. So without canvas, we need more wires, we require more weight, and we also require higher manufacturing costs and even more chances for wiring failures occurs. With canvas, all of them can be reduced. Very fewer wires are required as well as the cost is very low and the communication is very fast. And finally, the reliability is very much higher. This is why manufacturers quickly adopted canvas as a standard technology. It solved the multiple engineering problems with one elegant solution. Now, let's move on to the real world applications. So, although canvas is famous for automobiles, it's used in many industries too. You'll find it in cars, electric vehicles, industrial automation systems, robots, medical equipment, as well as agricultural machinery. Basically, whenever multiple electronic systems need reliable communication, Canvas is often one of the preferred choices. Its simplicity and reliability make it extremely versatile. Now, let's see how Canvas is used in electric vehicles. As you can see the architecture diagram right here. In an EV, communication becomes even more important. The battery management system monitors the battery health, the motor controller manages vehicle movement, and the charging systems controls charging operations. And finally, the dashboard displays information to the driver. All of these systems constantly exchange information to canvas. Without reliable communication, modern EVs simply won't function properly. This is one reason canvas remains critical even in the newest vehicle technologies. Now let's see why engineers know canvas so much. Because it offers the perfect combination of speed, reliability, efficiency, cost effectiveness, and finally, the most important thing, simplicity. Even though newer communication technologies exist, Canvas continues to be widely used because it does exactly what engineers needed it to do. It reliably, it reliably delivers information in real time, and even in automotive systems, reliability is everything. And even though Canvas is very reliable and less simple, there is quite few takeaways for you. And let's see that every time you drive a modern vehicle, dozens of electronic systems are constantly talking to each other. The engine, the brakes, the airbags, the dashboard, the system, much more. The technology making all this communication possible is Canvas. It's not something most drivers ever notice, but it's one of the hidden technologies that keeps modern vehicles safe, efficient, and intelligent. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't like to like, subscribe, and let me know which embedded system or IoT topic you'd like to be explained next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.